Now, our correspondent Andy Lee joins us from Taipei with the latest. Hello, Andy. Tell us more about the rescue operation at the disaster area.
Yes, Pendon. Right now, as we speak, the numbers of dead stands at 5, and I have the latest numbers here. It is 318 persons wounded, some of them very severely wounded. Now, in Tainan City, we have 8 major buildings collapsed with 3 other smaller buildings. So in total, we have the tallied number here from the officials, local government officials, 11 buildings collapsed in Tainan City. Now, rescuing work, as we speak, Pandit, is ongoing right now. However, it is close to the Chinese New Year and the weather is cold. And so these people that are being rescued right now, they have no home to stay. So the local government are placing them into schools and other emergency centers that has been set up, which you just mentioned. And now, Pandit, as the earthquake rescuing operation is ongoing, we have still many households that are out of power. At one point, when the earthquake happened at around 4 a.m. in the morning, Taiwan local time, about 170,000 households were out of power. And so the power companies is doing their work trying to restore power. So right now we have around 6,000 households out of power. Now, Pendant, one of the collapsed buildings, I must mention, has a post-pregnancy recuperation center where pregnant women have their babies and are recuperating. So that is in one of the major collapsed buildings. And just minutes ago, the rescue workers are hearing cries for help from this building with the post-pregnancy recuperation center. So this operation of rescuing the pregnancy women recuperation center is ongoing as we speak right now. So now another question that is baffling the local Taiwan people and the government officials is that the earthquake epicenter is in Kaohsiung, Meinong. However, most of the collapsed buildings are not in Kaohsiung, Meinong. They are in Tainan City. Now, the reason why may be that because in Kaohsiung, Meinong, that area, there are no tall buildings. However, in the city of Tainan, there are many tall buildings, and Tainan is a very old city. In fact, Tainan is the oldest city here in Taiwan. So many of the old buildings are collapsing in Tainan, whereas in Kaohsiung City, many of the taller buildings, they are earthquake-proof. They are earthquake-proof. So we are hearing most of the casualties and the damage from Tainan City right now. Pendant.
Well, Andy, you experienced the earthquake and aftershocks yourself. What was it like?
Just this morning at exact time was 3:57. I felt my bed, as I was sleeping, of course, I felt my bed shaking. I thought I had a headache in my sleep, and so I got up and I felt some aftershocks. So at that time, I turned on the TV and radio and go on the website and gather some information about, and the epicenter was in Kaohsiung, Meinong. Everyone was shocked. It felt as if the 9/21 earthquake is happening all over again to the local Taiwan people here. And so the officials, in addition to the Weather Report Center, the Earthquake Monitoring Center, they are telling us that we will be experiencing aftershock for around 2 days. Now, aftershock is also another factor that is affecting the rescuing work. Pendant.
Well, Andy, the timing of this disaster is very unfortunate, right before the traditional Chinese Lunar New Year. So how are the local people coping?
Exactly, very unfortunate. We are in a state of shock. We are preparing for the Chinese Lunar New Year, and this is just the day before the eve of Chinese Lunar New Year. And so this is a shock to everyone here in Taiwan. In fact, I must say, we do not know how these people, which are homeless, how they will be experiencing their Chinese New Year. And all the other people in Taiwan, we're doing our best to help those who are wounded, those who are homeless, to try to get them through the Chinese Lunar New Year. However, I must say, this Chinese Lunar New Year here in Taiwan may not be as happy as we had expected. Pendant.
Well, Andy, we know that some other cities in Taiwan are actually sending personnel and equipment to help the rescue operation in the affected areas. So give us a big picture. What's the government response plan is?
The government has set up an emergency center in Tainan City, and those government officials and police and fire departments in North Taiwan are sending their heavy equipment, the best equipment, to Tainan City, where the damage is the most severe. Now, I believe some international aid groups, such as the Red Cross, they would be sending the help that they can to Tainan City. And so the leader of Taiwan, the leader of local government here in Taiwan, Mr. Ma, is already at site on the scene trying to direct the rescue operation as best as he could.
Thank you very much, our correspondent Andy Lee in Taipei, and take care yourself. And we just got updated on the casualties of this severe earthquake. 318 people are wounded, and in the worst affected city of Tainan, 11 buildings have collapsed in total. And that's according to our correspondent Andy Lee in Taipei.